We are used to perceiving a dense forest as a quiet sanctuary where we can escape city noise and be alone with nature. However, for hundreds of travelers, stepping under the canopy of ancient trees became the final decision of their lives. Today, we will embark on a journey through the 7 most dangerous forests on the planet, each concealing deadly traps. The most terrifying forest on this list has no venomous snakes or swamps, yet it claimed thousands of lives in just a few hours. And I will reveal the secret of this place to you at the very end. Our dangerous journey begins at the foot of the sacred Mount Fuji in Japan, home to the famous Sea of Trees. The soil of this dense forest is made of hardened volcanic lava, which completely absorbs all external sounds. A heavy, unnatural silence reigns here, causing a newcomer's ears to quickly ring. However, the main deadly trap of Aokigahara lies hidden deep underground. Due to massive iron deposits in the lava, compasses and modern GPS navigators completely lose their minds here. It takes stepping off the designated tourist path by only 10 paces to instantly lose your sense of direction. The surrounding trees look absolutely identical in all directions, depriving a person of any visual landmarks for rescue. Rocky crevices and hidden caves frequently become traps for those trying to find their way out blindly. An error in this sinister place is measured not by the depth of an abyss, but by the minutes it takes for panic to overpower your mind. Every year, rescue teams find dozens of those who failed to conquer this green labyrinth. Now, we move to the distant island of Madagascar, where nature has created a truly harsh test for humans. Locals call this impassable territory a place where it is virtually impossible to step with a bare foot. This unique forest is composed entirely of sharp karst spires rising up to 100 meters into the sky. Rare trees and shrubs cling to life, growing directly out of deep crevices between the giant stone needles. There are no familiar forest paths here, and visitors must navigate via narrow suspension bridges or directly along the cliff tops. Every step across these spires requires the maximum concentration of a professional climber. The stone needles are so sharp that they easily slice through the thick soles of hiking boots in just a few hours. A single wrong move or an accidental slip on the wet limestone will result in a fall onto deadly rock blades. Rescue operations in these labyrinth dias are extremely difficult due to the impossibility of landing helicopters or the rapid passage of ground teams. This stone chaos clearly proves that nature can be incredibly beautiful and lethally dangerous at the same time. Australia is home to the oldest continuous tropical forest on the planet, with an age exceeding 135 million years. From a bird's-eye view, this green ocean descending to the sandy ocean beaches looks like a true earthly paradise. However, behind this exotic beauty lies a sophisticated defense system of local plants and wild inhabitants. The most insidious representative of the flora here is an inconspicuous shrub with wide leaves, known as the stinging tree. Its leaves and stems are densely covered in microscopic needles that inject a dangerous neurotoxin into the skin upon the slightest contact. Victims of this sting experience excruciating pain, which doctors compare to being simultaneously electrocuted and burned with acid. This agonizing pain can return upon contact of the affected skin area with cold water for many months. Aside from the dangerous flora, giant saltwater crocodiles patiently await their prey in local rivers and swamps. Danger is also posed by cassowaries, large flightless birds capable of inflicting fatal wounds with their long, sharp claws. The Daintree Forest harshly punishes excessive curiosity and carelessness, forcing you to pay with your health for every wrong step. The danger of a wild forest does not always originate solely from the whims of nature or wild predators. In northeastern Nigeria lies the vast Sambisa Forest Reserve, which has become a symbol of man-made fear and human cruelty. Once, this green zone was a thriving national park that attracted wildlife lovers from all over the world. Today, however, the dense canopy of thorny trees and shrubs reliably hides entirely different things from the outside world. For many years, radical armed groups have used this impassable thicket as their main stronghold. The dense tree crowns almost completely cover military camps from satellite observation and reconnaissance drones. Vast territories inside the Sambisa forest are littered with hidden landmines and improvised explosive devices. Any accidental appearance of a civilian in these parts is instantly viewed by militants as a direct threat. Wild animals left these once peaceful places long ago, yielding the territory to men armed to the teeth. Here, the trees will not kill you themselves, but they will do everything to silently conceal the traces of someone else's crime. Our next destination is the majestic and mysterious pine forest of Schwarzwald, stretching across southwestern Germany. It was these dark landscapes that once inspired the famous Brothers Grimm to write their eerie fairy tale plots. The name Black Forest was given to this area because of the incredibly dense arrangement of ancient evergreen firs. The crowns of these giant trees intertwine so tightly that they almost completely block out daytime sunlight. A cold, frightening semi-darkness always reigns on the forest floor, depriving travelers of their sense of time. The primary physical danger of Schwarzwald lies in its complex mountainous terrain with sudden changes in elevation. The ground here is covered with a thick layer of soft emerald moss, which skillfully masks deep crevices and cliffs. A careless step can lead to a fall into a hidden crack, from which escape is impossible without outside help. By evening, the air temperature under the dense canopy of the forest drops rapidly, creating a serious threat of fatal hypothermia. Without a map and a reliable guide, these picturesque hills quickly turn into a cold and silent trap. In the very heart of Transylvania lies the enigmatic Hoia Baciu forest, earning a reputation as one of the creepiest places in Europe. The trunks of local trees are twisted into unnatural spirals, as if they had been dodging invisible pressure for centuries. People who dare to step under these crooked canopies frequently face strange physiological symptoms. Travelers suddenly begin to experience severe nausea, inexplicable headaches, and an overwhelming feeling of panic. In the very center of this forest lies a perfectly circular clearing where all vegetation is completely absent. The soil in this clearing is theoretically suitable for life, but even ordinary grass stubbornly refuses to grow on it. Local legends claim that entire groups of people and livestock have vanished without a trace in the depths of Hoia Baciu. Many visitors report sudden failures of electronic devices, cameras, and mobile phones in this zone. A constant thick fog blankets the twisted silhouettes of the trees, creating a heavy atmosphere of absolute isolation. This Romanian forest is dangerous because it undermines your trust in your own senses and forces you to panic without visible reasons. Now it is time to solve the main deadly riddle that I warned you about at the very beginning of the video. The most lethal forest on our planet is located on the picturesque volcanic slopes around the high-altitude Lake Nyos in Cameroon. This quiet and incredibly beautiful place does not hide thorny thickets, wild predators, or dangerous swamps. However, it was beneath the bottom of this volcanic lake that carbon dioxide gradually accumulated over the centuries. In August 1986, a sudden and powerful release of this deadly gas occurred from the water's depths into the atmosphere. A massive invisible cloud, possessing absolutely no odor, silently flowed down the forested slopes. The gas instantly filled the entire depression, completely displacing vital oxygen from the air. In a matter of night hours, thousands of wild birds and animals quietly fell asleep in this beautiful green forest and never woke up. The tragedy claimed the lives of more than 1,700 local residents caught off guard by the invisible element. The forest remained standing, absolutely green and undamaged, but for many years turned into a silent mass grave. We often look for deadly danger in sharp rocks, stormy waves, or deep abysses right beneath our feet. However, the most formidable forest traps remind us of how insidious the deceptive silence of nature can be. Write in the comments in which of these forests you would feel most vulnerable in the face of a hidden threat. Respect the world around you, cherish every moment of life, and may your journeys always lead you back home.